The secret behind the Kevin Harvick Incorporated shutdown? Daytona. This weekend is the 24 Hours of Daytona. Let's break that down. Rubens Barrichello from Formula One is testing an IndyCar next week. The Caterham Formula One team is the first out of the box to show its 2012 car. I'm Michele Rahal with Motorsports Unplugged and motorsportsunplugged.com. This weekend racing report is brought to you by White Cloud Electronic Cigarettes. No ashes, no mess, no smell, and no guilt. Also, check out Rob D'Amico and myself on Race Day on Fox Sports Radio every Sunday morning from 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time on over 250 Fox affiliates. With all the rumors flying around the garage area about why Kevin Harvick shut down his racing teams, and they ran the gamut, everybody had it wrong. The simple truth, Daytona wanted a family and wouldn't do it unless he shut down the teams. He did, and she did. She's 14 weeks pregnant. Congratulations to him. Pocono's Doc Mattioli has died. Mattioli founded Pocono Raceway in the early 60s, and the track is still the only NASCAR track in private hands. Dr. Mattioli was 86 years old. NASCAR will conduct a test of the 2013 models next Wednesday at Homestead. As you can see by this Ford Fusion, the initial look is spot on, but that might change. Chevrolet hasn't announced what model they'll run under, and NASCAR wants to fine-tune the cars to where they have aerodynamic parity. Well, let's hope they don't equalize them to the point where they all look alike. We already got that. The test isn't open to the public, by the way. The Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona fires off the racing season this weekend, and it may prove to be one of the most interesting 24-hour races in years. The Corvettes in the prototype class have already shown their speed, but it was the StarWorks Ford Riley that captured the pole for the race, while in the GT class, it was the AIM Motorsport Ferrari 458. This race may prove to be more challenging than it has been in years. Not because of the prototype class, but how do the prototypes avoid running up on the huge GT field? 45 cars in that class alone will take the flag, putting the overall field up to over 60 cars. The field is full of high-end professional drivers and some not so pro. That's where the trouble comes in. Maybe too many of the GT drivers are in over their heads. Let's hope everybody remembers it's a 24-hour race and they won't win on the first lap. Okay, forget that. They're going to hammer down from lap 1. Everybody knows that already. No other information as to whether or not this is a serious effort to bring Barrichello on board, but the Brazilian definitely wants the chance to see what it's like. IndyCar is standing on the verge of a renaissance if they can keep the competition close and keep the depth of field they now have. Barrichello would only add to that resurgence, especially among the Brazilian fans. In Formula One, Caterham Formula One, formerly known as Lotus until Lotus got its own name back, that sounds like Prince on acid, unveiled their 2012 car this week. It's probably very functional, but beautiful might be a stretch. The nose has got a noticeable drop down just after the front suspension junction. It looks strange, but that seems to be where a lot of the cars are going to go. McLaren unveils its car on February 1st, Ferrari on the 3rd, and Red Bull on the 6th. That's all for this week. For Motorsports Unplugged, White Cloud Cigarettes, and Race Day on Fox Sports Radio, I'm Michele Rahal. I'll see you on Monday. I'm Michele Rahal with Motorsports Unplugged and motorsportsunplugged.com. This weekend racing report is brought to you by Idiot.